Now, if you were to think of the word enslaved, you might think, okay, trapped or being forced to work, but that's not the definition I'm getting at here. And if I were to say, okay, we're enslaved in today's world, you probably wouldn't believe me. But let me tell you, if you were to think about it this way, you might think, or at least consider, we might be enslaved. Now, the big reason, or why would we be enslaved? And it's not the fact that we're trapped or we're stuck or we're forced to do something. It is our own mind that is taking over the way we act, think. And this may just seem like regular obvious information to you, but if you think about it, these big tech corporations, I'm going to touch on this, is that they sort of develop this algorithm where our mind basically tricks us into thinking this is comfort, this is our dopamine, we want to go here, this is our instant stimulation that before we didn't really get right away, but now we can get right away, so the brain feels like it doesn't want to get any effort. So, in a way, we are sort of trapped in this digital world. We are enslaved by these big tech corporations. And if you think about it that way, you might think, okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're too enslaved of it, or we're at least a victim of these big tech corporations. But if you look at everyone in the average age, we, us humans, have a pretty high average when it comes to screen time and especially on certain apps like TikTok or Instagram, YouTube shorts that have short form content that we basically just can't listen to or watch for more than 30 seconds. And even now you might have had the urge to click off this video or look at another short, but that's not you. That's the algorithm. That's the intent. That's the algorithm. That's the people that developed these companies and corporations getting you to be hooked to this short form content loop of just watch, you try to get off, you relapse again, and it's just more and more dopamine. And this has caused us to be so foreign of the natural world, and we're just stuck in a digital world. And this isn't really making everything well. I mean, our generation is definitely pretty deprived when it comes to sleep, focus, regular functionality, because we're getting basically instant dopamine to where our brain barely has to actually work to achieve what it wants, which is dopamine, which is the hormone that makes us feel like we're good. We need dopamine, don't get me wrong, but if we're getting it instantly like this, then there's really no point in the brain actually working, which could in long term cause things like Alzheimer's, dementia, things that we don't really want to occur in our lifetime. But it's not just that, it's the fact that we are losing our attention, we're losing our ability to focus, we're losing our ability to live normal life in what God gave us as nature. And it's really caused an effect, it's really made a huge impact on the way our society is going. And this is just not another channel saying, or just not another video saying, okay, get off the screens, but consider it the fact that your attention is basically being controlled. You're basically being controlled by this algorithm. You're making yourself a slave to this algorithm. Does that sound good to you? Maybe you can look at it, but all I'm trying to say is, don't you think it's a little bit concerning?